Department of Ophthalmology and committee mentor, Dr. Sunita. A warm welcome. Innervate 2022 is, I think the proud brainchild of a lot of us here, but I think that the support given to us by the management and our mentors has really allowed us to bring back this event after 2 long years of COVID. And I think that we should all be grateful that given this COVID situation, we are able to conduct it today. With that, I would like to invite Amrit and the team for the previous song.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. You're rich in love and You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. I worship Your holy name.
Thank you. And now that we've started off the program on a very auspicious note, I would like to call upon the Associate Director of the College, Father James Charles Davis, to address the gathering.
Dr. George D'Souza, Dean of the College, Dr. Anuradha, the Vice Dean, Sunita, my dear students. At the outset, I wish to congratulate and wish all the best to the team, students committee, led by Tina and the ideas, conferences help us to confluence ideas, merging Rivers help us. Merging people help us. Share the great ideas. Innervate 2020. I used to ask the team whenever they came to me, what do you mean by innovate? And I found out at least two meanings: to stimulate an organ to activity, or to supply nerves with energy. I'm certain this Innervate 2022 will help to stimulate students, minds and hearts with energy for greater activities in the days to come. Conferences also help the participants to learn many values and virtues. And I think a society will doom sooner than later without ethics. Medicine needs philosophy. Medicine needs ethics. Medicine, in other words, is for humanity. It's a human being at the center. Medicine is a means. And medical conferences will help us to clarify a lot of thoughts and concepts that we try to understand humanity holistically. I learned medical conferences are noble. Medical conferences take other disciplines also seriously to see the act of healing from different perspectives. On this day, I wish to say one of the most glorified medical principles around the world first started from the United States of America, the principle of autonomy. Often we like to do everything with freedom, do it free. Freedom is an excellent principle, has discovered in the medical fraternity the need for informed consent. Autonomy of the person must be respected. Remember, but autonomy does not stand in the air. Autonomy is located in a human being. Autonomy has to respect that human. Autonomy has to respect that human being who has an inherent dignity. In my research, I have found, and I am convinced that dignity precedes autonomy. And autonomy and dignity are located in human being. In other words, humans precede the principles. In every situation, whether good or bad, a good man or a bad man, good activity or a bad activity, remember, we must keep the human being at the center. We must respect the dignity of human being. We must respect the human being who has that dignity. And I'm sure you will have many sessions during this conference. There will be great ideas shared, questions raised. There will be sharing of your own thoughts, discussions, debates. It will definitely enlighten your minds, clarify doubts, create friendships, networks. and I wish to say, human life begins at conception, and there are many philosophical controversies. One example I'd like to say, if any one of you here is one of the twins, you would have a question. The puzzle has never been solved. When does human life begin? Is there any twins here? There are two types of twins. Is monozygotic, other one is the normal twins with two different identities. As per the biology, human life begins at conception, but as per the biological development, the monozygotic twins begin to exist at implantation. During the time of entering into the uterus for implantation, one single embryo splits into two or more. When we define human being, we always say an individual exists. Individuality is a quality to define a human person. Now, if individuality is important for those two traits, when does the individuality begin? At conception or at implantation? The philosophers say, since the implantation becomes a decisive movement for the individuality of those twins, it is better to say life begins at implantation. As per my analysis, research, and discussions, I think this is a wrong conclusion. An amoeba splits into two does not mean there was no parent amoeba. Because there are going to be two or more individuals at implantation, it does not deny the parent embryo that already existed from the moment of conception. One single, unarbitrary, unrepeatable, right way of saying that all human lives begin at conception. And much more to say, there is a possibility of twinning. We need more protection from conception. I wish to tell you, the medical fraternity, you are fortunate to be at St. John's. And those of you who are attending the conference from other parts of India, you are fortunate to participate in a program organized by our students of St. John's Medical College. St. John's stands for life, life with dignity. Life of vulnerable people at the beginnings and at the end. Life as an irreplaceable dignity. Life has right. Let us all respect, and I wish you all the best to discuss all possible things under the earth, particularly in protecting human lives. All the best. Thank you, and wish you a good time in St. John's campus.
Thank you. Thank you, Father, for that extremely stimulating lecture. I would like to call upon Dr. Sunita to say a few words, as Innervate has always been her brainchild for all the years that we've been doing it, and she's been constantly supportive of us as the organizing committee.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Dhwani.
I just wanted to say one point only. This actually Innervate was a small idea which came up the year after one mega autumn news. 2012 batch conducted one of the biggest autumn news in St. John's, and that following that, the fallout of it was we cannot have a big stage show outside because it really created confusion in the surrounding, for the public around. So the institution took a decision not to hold a mega rock show. So the committee batch was very upset and thinking, what else can we do? So I said, why don't we focus on something else, like academics? I was playing at the back of my mind. There are multiple conferences that medical students organize, both in India and internationally. And that made me think about it and put this idea in this batch. And I think it's the 2013 batch. And it took off at that time and it was a big success. And and it continues. And let me promise you that the committee batch has put in a big effort to make it very useful. There are hands-on workshops with faculty helping you to learn new skills which you may not have access to in your colleges, or those who want to learn something more will be learning certain things. And the medicine department has lined up a whole lot of sessions where they are going to be taught approach to cases, and there's going to be a quiz, and it's going to be an interesting 3 days here. So I wish all of you luck and happy learning, and I wish the team all the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for your supportive words. I would now like to call upon the Dean, Dr. George D'Souza, to address the gathering and declare the event open.
Good morning. Father Charles, Associate Director College, Dr. Anuradha Vice Dean of Undergraduation, mentor to the Students Association and head of the Department of Ophthalmology, Dr. Sunita Lobo, and faculty and delegates. I'm quite delighted to inaugurate this Innervate 2022. As Dr. Sunita has already told you, the genesis of Innervate, and since its genesis, it has only grown from strength to strength. And this year, after a hiatus because of the pandemic, thanks to the tenacity of Dhwani and the Students Association, we have much more bigger Innervate, I think. We're going to have online and offline sessions, and we hope to reach out to a bigger audience. The program, what I can see, promises to be a fun time learning, a fun time of meeting people, and will give you additional skills which will not get in your main curriculum, will sensitize you to some aspects of medicine, which probably also again you don't see in your regular curriculum, particularly as undergraduate. And it promises to be a lot of fun. I think there's also some prizes to be won. And to top it all, we also have, and you all have an opportunity to show your skill in the hackathon that has been planned with some very interesting teams. So I welcome you all to St. John's for fun-filled 4 days, 4 days, 3 days, 4 days, and I'm sure you'll have a great time. I'll take this opportunity to congratulate Dhwani, the Students Association, and all the organizing committee for putting this together, and wish you all the best. Declare Innervate 22 open.
With that, we come to the end of the inauguration ceremony. I thank once again the dignitaries on the dais for making the time to come for for this inauguration ceremony so early in the morning. And I hope that everyone, all of the delegates and all of the faculty have an enjoyable experience over the next 4 days. The schedule is jam-packed. We have offline workshops today and tomorrow. And we have one quiz each today and tomorrow, which is going to be online. And we have various online workshops and competitions on Saturday and Sunday. The detailed schedule has already been shared. So I really hope that everyone enjoys the event. And I would once again like to bring to everyone's notice that Innervate, as is always the case, is proud to be conducted for a charitable cause. And this year, our charitable cause is in aid of patients with acute skin failure, Project Patch Up. And these are patients who, they require extensive skin grafting, which is not covered by most insurance companies. So we have a registration, we have a donation box set up at our registration counter. So we encourage everyone to donate generously to this cause. And with that, I hope everyone has a very enjoyable experience over the next 4 days. And thank you so much for making this a reality.